Hello YouTube, this is Meticulous Mommy. It's January 1st, 2015, and I thought I'd do my planner video for you guys finally. So basically, I'm going to just dive right in, but just so you guys know, if you guys hear any random screaming or hollering from kids in the background, it's because they're my kids and they're autistic and they, kind of have a random outburst at times, or they just scream and are happy because they're watching a movie. And you may also hear birds in the background. So, moving right along. This is my Satiri. You may have seen her in my What's in My Bag video. Yay, there's my bag. And there's her pocket. But yes, you may have seen her in that. And basically, she's a Franklin Covey that I have used duct tape on and regular old packing tape. This one's the Susan G. Komen one. Let me see if that'll focus. Oh, it's upside down. But yes, it didn't focus, but oh well. But yeah, it's just regular packing tape. And let's see what she's got inside. Okay, I don't keep too much over here because it already adds bulk, and she is full of capacity, if you can see that. Yeah, she needs to go on a diet, just like me this year. I only keep, a little notepad here just for when I need to make notes immediately when I have my planner open. I've got some flags here that I like to use, and you'll see where I use those. And this is just my beginning page. It has a quote here that's near and dear to my heart because it applies to my life so much. And you can go ahead and read that if you want. But yes, I'm going to go ahead and continue. And I got this washi tape at the Dollar Tree down the street from where I live. And oh my gosh, I love it. I use it a lot in this planner, and you'll see that throughout it. So, this is the first page. It just has how my binder system works. Well, how my planner system in general. I have a family binder. This is my personal planner. And then I have a wallet planner that I plan on creating soon. And, over here, I just have some family pictures, a few of them, and then down here are my kids. And over here, I have a pin loop that I created out of washi tape and packing tape, and it just holds my Hello Kitty pen, which I thought was adorable. A friend of mine gave me that. Thank you, Megan. And this is actually just a folder that I cut down so that I could put various things that I need to put in my home binder or log in later. And as you can see, like I told you, this tape is everywhere. I love it. But anyway, these are just some labels. Well, they're supposed to be labels that I use just to put coupons and things in for immediate on-the-go usage, which I plan on using in my wallet system once I get that started. Okay, and over here is my health section. I'm going to have to do this in two different videos because if you'll look and see, this is my calendar section, and this is actually just like a personal section that I use. And it's all personal stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to have to do the calendar section. The calendar section is a lot shorter, but yeah, we'll see. So, moving on. Hopefully I won't have to do two videos. In the health section, I just got this from a magazine I was reading. And these dividers that I made, because as you can see, this is the tabs that I have here in the beginning. One of those. And I just used them along with some scrapbook paper. And I thought it was really cute. Basically, this first page, it's for basically when I go to the doctor and want to document what they say about what's, going on with me, like my weight, my blood pressure. I need an updated picture of that. And also vitamins that I should or shouldn't be taking, cholesterol, different things. And this is my health goal. I want to be a lot more health conscious and focus on more healthy and organic food. So yes, that's what that page is for. This next page is just a weight loss system that I've created for myself over the next few years that I'm going to track here. All I did was make a sort of graph, which I could have gone out and bought some graph paper, but I wanted to go ahead and just get that over and done with, so I just kind of made the lines. They're kind of messed up, which kind of destroys my OCD. But, yeah, it's not that big a deal. But yeah, if you guys want a video about what it is that I'm doing for my weight loss system, yeah, as you can see, I'm 200 pounds, and I want to lose at least a good 40 pounds before the year is over, and I will be super happy with that. But anyway, if you guys have questions about that, feel free to comment. And there's just some extended paper for when I go ahead and, start that. This is a period chart that I want to keep up. I have an extra tab down here so I can flip right to it immediately. I keep track of this because basically I like keeping track of it so I know exactly when it's going to happen and I can be prepared. As if you looked at my video of my purse, you see that I have an emergency kit, but I like to know when it's going to come too, so I can just be prepared. In addition to that, I have other reasons why I want to keep track of this as well. But here I have a pain chart so that when I go into the doctor, I can be like, well, I had a pain here, 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 and here. What's going on with me? And that really helps in that department. Okay, so in my personal section, it's covered up personal information here, but I have my address history, which I find very useful in different situations, like when I'm filling out an application for something or getting ready to move or anything like that. I can just look here and I know my address history for the past whenever. And I also did the same thing for my work history here. It's covered up, obviously, because I don't need you guys knowing that information. And here is my password section. I have a nice tab up here that I can swoop to it right away. But I feel that this is great because I have one for not only my business, but I have a personal one that I use for my personal passwords because I have a different accounts for both. But yeah, that's what I use that for, and I'm going to go ahead and skip on to my goals section because it also contains my different account information that I have, my car information, and you guys don't really need to see all that. So this is my goals section. I have it divided up into a few sections. These are the goals I want to complete for my entire life. And yeah, it's actually just some goals that I want to make sure that I have done before I die. These are my yearly goals. Some of these, I haven't finished all of the goals that I want to complete, but this is pretty much in the ballpark. This is my yearly section. I have a quarterly section. I haven't made a title for it yet because I realized it at the last minute that I don't really have very many yearly goals. But I do have quarterly goals. So, yeah, I just have those numbered off for a reason that I'll show you in a little bit. But I haven't finished my monthly goals and how I want to put them in my planner. But I do have weekly goals and daily goals that I want to continue to follow every day. And this is what I was going to show you before. This is the goal recorder. It keeps track of my yearly goals, my quarterly goals, and my monthly goals, as well as my lifetime goals for the next 6 years, and keeps track of how, well, basically it keeps track of me getting them done every year, or every time that I'm supposed to get them done. If I get all 5 goals done, or if I get all 5 of my yearly goals done, then this will be colored in for the year of 2015, because that's when I'm starting. And then I have this many quarterly goals. If this quarter I finish everything, then I can color in the whole quarter being finished, this quarter, that quarter, and then that's for 6 years. Here's 6 years, and then my lifelong goals. As I finish them, I can put them here and the date, and just let myself know that I'm getting it done. And this section is just so that I can write down different things that I want to do, different goals that I want to get accomplished within a certain time. So as I'm planning out my week, I'm just going to flip over to my week, which here's my today tab. I can just look over here and I can see my goals and I can plan accordingly. So yeah, it works out nicely for me. But yeah, that's how I do that. And basically here is my 2015 resolution. I was looking at the YouTube blog, My Planner. She has this 2015 goal setting workbook that she's got. And I wrote mine down here and I can show you. Basically, it's just questions that you want to ask yourself about how you're going to succeed at getting your goals for the year completed. And I felt like it was great because, it could help me get all my goals, figured out and done throughout the year. So that's what I have there. This is kind of just another sort of personal section, but it's personal as in wants. Like recently, I got a coffee spot there, but recently I have lost a significant amount of weight and I had to get rid of a lot of the clothes that I had. And so this is just kind of a guideline for all the clothes that I would like to get. Yeah, so that's that. This is a book list that I have here. Just some books that I would like to buy and then read or check out and then read from the library, but honestly I'd prefer to buy them. And then next, which I have a tab on as well because I want to be able to, if I'm listening to music in the radio, I want to be able to just get to my music list as soon as possible and write it down here. As you can see, I don't have very many or any at all, but that's what I plan on using it for. I also have a nice place where I can just look in my planner when I'm out shopping and figure out what kind of washi tape I already have, because I do have quite a few and I don't want to continue to get doubles. So that's that section. And I have my vlog section, which it's not a big deal. It's just different videos that I want to get out and a checklist so I can see that I've filmed them, edited them, and posted them. So yeah, that's what that's for. That was for my YouTube section. And then I have this little kitty, Hello Kitty sticker poking out for my blog section, which I'm still working on because that's my personal blog and I want to actually, make those coincide with each other. But moving on, I also have my school section. Yay! Love school. But this isn't going to be specific to school. It's not going to keep track of different assignments and stuff. I have a planner for that. And basically, this is it. I'm sure you've seen this if you looked at my What's in My Bag video. But it's basically just something that I want to keep for when I start school. Yay! I've already started using it. I have a vacation that I'm going to be going on pretty soon here. And this is just stuff that I need to do before school starts, which school starts on the 17th, I believe. I haven't written it in here just yet, but yeah, I have gone on ahead and filled in a lot of stuff on here. And it's going to be awesome to use because it's Hello Kitty and it's pinkish, so yay. Moving on, that's all I'm going to have for it is my schedule and nothing in particular. Now, I also have a section from my kiddos. Those are all three of them in black and white. And in this section, I just have, this is my bulletin board. I can put questions that I have about my kids right here so that I can, ask them whenever I need to. A learning guide because I plan on getting my kids into a special school called Westside Regional, basically to help them communicate with me and the rest of the world, even though they are autistic. So This is my Miles. He's the oldest. And I just have different color paper for them. Just different information that I can look at a glance, like the height, weight, shirt size, shoe size, hat size. And when I'm in the store, I won't have to worry about, oh, what size does he wear? And this is my Ryan. This is his section. Same thing with him. All the same stuff. Painless, wish list, different stuff like that. And this is my Lana. That's my niece. And this is her big brother. They all like to take pictures with her. And yeah, I have different things here that I wanted to take care of her. I need to update that picture because she's bigger now. But yeah, same thing. Pretty much. Okay. Now, last section of That's Not My Calendar. This is my brain dump, which it's like my to-do section. This is where I can come and use sticky notes to write out all my to-dos. And I have this little flap here where I can use it to coincide with my A to Z book. Which, my A to Z book, I've shown you in my introduction video. It's just a book that I've created by myself. And there's another picture. It just has a bunch of ideas that I want to implement into my life that I see off YouTube, that I see anywhere, basically. This was an idea I had for my ideal schedule that I saw somebody had, and my life keeps changing every day. I don't have much monotony, so I really can't have an ideal day, but once I do get some, consistency in my life, I plan on revamping that and making it work for me. This is a section that's a wish list section. Different things that I want to get and buy. I also have a section like that for my friends. Just different ideas for keeping up with in my mind that I can't just, it's like a external memory for me. Anyway, so yeah, I can just put those there, and until I can, like if I'm out and about, I can just put them here and I can transfer them into my A to Z book as soon as I need to. But I also use this as a to-do section. This is another pin loop that I created. And this is a fly leaf. And it just has a ton of sticky notes on it. So yeah, I just use this to write out my to-dos. Now, in order to do that, I have this paper here. I just put them here, and I've written them out, and I've got them ready. Now, I got this idea from my planner. She has a list in the back of her planner where she just looks at it and she can just think to herself, what do I need to do that involves these categories of things? And I thought that is a great idea, because all you have to do is go down the list and be like, oh, I need to make that phone call to whoever, or oh yeah, I was supposed to write a letter to so-and-so. I have that twice, I realize. But yeah, you can just go down the list and look at it and see what it is you were trying to think of that you needed to do. It goes, yeah, and I left room for more things that I might have to do. So that's the end of my very first part of the planner, because it's going on quite a while. So I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye!